Hi guys, it's Kate and Henry from HKC Prestige. We are currently in the Swiss Alps with our Lamborghini Gallardo. We've driven down through Germany and we were staying in Neuchâtel for a few days. Have you seen the story that I put on Instagram? And what we're going to do now is a quick rundown of the car and just talk to you a little bit about how we've been finding it.
I'm sure you guys already know, bit of a history lesson here on Lamborghini. The company was founded by Ferruccio Lamborghini in 1963. He'd already started a company in 1946, and that was building tractors. He was brought up in a farm, a vineyard farm in Umbria, and in 1963 he decided, hey, I'm going to give Enzo Ferrari a run for his money, and started creating the Lamborghini car. So he ran the company for roughly 10 or 11 years. Unfortunately, in 1974, he sold the company. There was a huge fuel crisis, and basically the company went into administration after 1974. But he retired from the business, sold it in 1974, started growing grapes, living the good life. Why not? But to this day, the company's been bought and sold by different members of different companies, and in 1998 the company was bought by Audi, and they've gone from strength to strength and created some of the best well-known cars ever since. So hey, that's where we are now. So this is our 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo. Basically its predecessor was the Lamborghini Jalpa that was produced in the 1980s. Not necessarily a flop, but it potentially wasn't as good as probably its bigger brother, the Countach. But what we have here is a 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo E-Gear. They produced the car from 2003 to 2014. Roughly just over 14,000 units of the car were actually produced. So it's actually one of Lamborghini's most impressive and best-selling cars they ever made. So hands up and fair enough. But this car is, yeah, absolutely fantastic to drive. So this is the 5-litre V10 Lamborghini engine. Absolutely thunderous soundtrack. Produces around 500 horsepower, brake horsepower, just over 510 Newton meters of torque. Absolutely wonderful engine, thunderous soundtrack, brilliant, makes an absolute dream of a sound wherever you go. Loads of torque, loads of down bottom grunt. Absolutely wonderful. A real joy to drive. Yeah, and they just really don't produce engines like this anymore, which is a real shame. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. And out of all the cars we've ever driven, probably this is one of the most enjoyable engines to drive.
So I'm sure that I don't need to tell you guys, but this is a beautiful looking car, and it's one of the things that we love about it so much. It's sleek lines, it's low set, it's huge engine bay at the back, it's a real eye catcher, and what we notice is when we're driving it around, wherever it's parked, it really draws attention more than any other of the other cars that we have. One of my favourite bits personally is the air intakes here and here, and from a driving experience point of view, the sound that they make right next to your ears is incredible, and I think it's a really clever bit of design, but also very, very functional for the car. And yeah, she's a beautiful piece of machinery, and particularly for the price level. You can't really get anything like that for the price anymore.